Welcome everybody. My name is Lauren Bentley and I'll be leading you through this class, a Vin to Yin class, meaning vinyasa, flow into a yin yoga practice. And it's all about finding surrender and releasing control within the body. So we're going to begin with a little bit of a breathing meditation, just learning how to find some softness and ease within the body, especially using our breath. We're then going to go through a vinyasa practice. We're really going to be focusing on some sun salutations, just to bring the heat to the body, as well as to release any sort of stagnant or excess energy that may be within the body that's possibly preventing us from releasing that control and finding that complete surrender. And then we'll end with some yin poses in order for us to really just find that complete surrender, letting everything go. Yin is all about releasing the effort of the posture. So instead of really pushing yourself into the stretch, you're more so allowing gravity to take over and to help you go deeper into the posture. So as always, this is a trauma conscious class, meaning I want you to know that you are always in control of how your body feels and the experience that you have within this class. So if you need to take your awareness off of your breath and to just a different part of your body, please do so. If you need to open your eyes, close the eyes, or even go into a different posture, even if it's a completely different form than what I am doing, please listen to your body. I always invite you and encourage you to maintain safety within the body. So doing your best to keep your core engaged and your spine long and just your joints stacked, but allowing yourself to move into the form that is going to be more beneficial for you in that time. Okay, so just oftentimes if we experience a trauma within our life, we feel that our experiences or our bodies are out of our control. And so I love to bring this trauma consciousness onto our mats so that we can become aware of our bodies and how our bodies are feeling and the emotions within the bodies, so that we can begin to just give ourselves exactly what we need. So let's go ahead and just begin in our most comfortable sitting posture. You can be either sitting back on your heels, or you can find a cross-legged position, or even if you want to take your legs out long, whatever feels best to you. We will not be here for very long. So as we arrive in this seated posture, just do your best to feel your sitting bones planted to the mat. And as you feel yourself rooted to the mat, maybe you can allow the hips to relax a little bit. And you can feel a long spine all the way up through the top of your head. So that means we need to tuck the chin in slightly to unwrinkle the back of the neck. Roll our shoulders away from the ears. And placing your hands either on the body or to the sides of you, perhaps directly down onto the mat. And now I invite you to close the eyes or just soften the gaze down towards the tip of the nose, or perhaps to something not too far off in front of you. And as you begin to soften the gaze, you begin to notice that you are turning your attention inward. Just begin to become aware of your inner landscape. Beginning to scan the body, just noticing where you may be holding on to any tension. Notice if you can send your breath, to send your awareness into the space. Seeing if you can find some softness and some relaxation within the body. We seem to hold a lot of tension between the eyebrows, the jaw, the shoulders. We also hold a lot of tension in the belly and even in the legs. the tension in the legs may not be as noticeable as it is in the shoulders, for example, but you may, with close observation, become aware of that slight tension and gripping that you may be experiencing. Just becoming aware, seeing if you can use your own breath, your own awareness to release that tension. If certain parts of the body feel extra sticky, see if you can even explore the why behind it. Asking, what are you holding on to? What do you need? And if it feels okay, I invite you to now bring your awareness to your breath. Simply beginning by taking your awareness to the tip of the nose. Just noticing the coolness of the breath as it flows in and the warmth as it leaves. If it does not feel safe to you to focus on your breath, just bring your awareness to any part of your body that is calling your attention, or just noticing your body's form. Notice the space that your body is taking up. Just allowing any thoughts to come and go. Trying not to label them as negative or positive. Just seeing if you can allow them to float on by as if they were clouds floating in a summer sky. Just taking a few moments to sit in this moment, to be in this moment. If your awareness has been on your breath, I invite you to begin to deepen the breath. Sending it deep into the belly, feeling the belly rise completely. And as you exhale, emptying entirely. And if your awareness is somewhere else within the body, I invite you to notice if you can become even heavier, anchoring down even more into those parts of the body. Wherever you are at in this moment, just let yourself be here for just a couple more moments. Perhaps noticing if you begin to create tension in the body again. Noticing if you can just soften and release those parts. And if it feels good to set an intention for this class, now is a great time to do so. Let's go ahead and bring our hands up towards the heart, bringing the palms together, and begin to vigorously rub your hands together, creating heat. And then place those warm palms over your eyes. Take a moment just to breathe in that heat. And then open your eyes or just return your gaze into the palms of the hands. Very gently remove the hands from the face. Just a really great way to come back into this moment. And before we begin our sun salutations for the vinyasa part of this practice, we're going to work into the hands a little bit, because this class is all about releasing that control and finding the surrender. Well, our hands are the energetic pieces of the body that really holds a lot of the control. So let's begin to release that control from our hands. So first, just take your hands out in front of you. Maybe you can place them down onto the mat, but doing your best to keep your shoulders back and your spine long. And then as you inhale, have thriller hands, so fingers pointing down all the way up overhead. Exhale, flip the palms, spread those fingers, and imagine painting the wall. Inhale those zombie arms up. Exhale, and painting the wall all the way down. Final time here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, paint the wall. Inhale, lift those hands up all the way overhead. Now roll your shoulders back, find that space. Palms face out, spread your fingers wide. And then begin to make a fist, open the hands, make a fist, open the hands. Keep doing this, going as fast or as slow as you would like. If this is creating some difficulty within those hands and forearms, yeah, it's definitely harder than it looks. Just keep opening and closing those hands. We're almost there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and take those arms down now. And just relaxing the hands, shaking them out. Shake it all out. Just imagine allowing that control to begin to melt off of you. Be sure to breathe. Shake them out. Very good. Okay. Now coming to all fours, tabletop position. Taking your time to arrive. No need to hurry. And as we get there, let's go ahead and stack those joints. Taking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. Spread your fingers wide, claw into all of your fingerprints. Low belly pulls in and up. Floating ribs also hug in. And we're looking straight down. So nice long spine here. Then begin to turn your left fingers in towards the body. And then take your right fingers in as well. So if this is creating a lot, if your wrists are kind of screaming at you right now, do this more. This is definitely a great stretch to do, especially before you do any sort of movement where you're going to be coming down to your wrists. If you feel like you have that flexibility, you can begin to very gently and mindfully rock yourself a little front and back. However, if it's already creating enough tension there, just stay still. Breathing into it all. Staying present with the sensations within your body. And then take your left hand out. And then your right hand out. Sit back on those heels just for a moment. Perhaps you can get a little foot stretch in as well by curling all of your toes under. And again, if that's pretty intense for you, do more of that. And we'll take those hands up one more time. Let's open and close those hands. We won't be here very long. Just a couple moments. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And take those hands back down. Shake them out. One last time here. If it feels good, you can find some inhales through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Releasing the control, finding your surrender. Very good. Take your hands back out now, finding yourself back into that tabletop posture. Be sure those joints are stacked. Claw into your fingerprints. Feel yourself energetically lift out of those wrists. So kind of doming through the upper back body. It's going to take a lot of pressure off your wrists. Then as we keep this beautiful form, Go ahead and inhale to drop your belly, roll your shoulders back, lift the chin. Exhaling, chin to chest, round the spine. Push away from your mat. Be sure to press into your shins and tops of the feet as well. Inhale, drop that belly. Exhale, round the spine. Very nice. Go ahead and do a couple more here on your own. Just follow your breath. Pause where it feels good. And feel free to veer off those railroad tracks a little bit. Maybe you begin to draw some big circles with the body. Perhaps coming back into child's pose. Maybe even coming forward to cobra. All the way down to the belly. Just finding what feels good. Or maybe you stay in a traditional cat and cow. The choice is yours. It's a great time to ask your body, what do you need right now? Surrendering to what's being asked of it. Go ahead and finish up your movements here. We're going to begin to work our way into our first downward facing dog. So I like to just take my hands out slightly in front, really pressing into the webbing between the thumb and pointer. Curl those toes under, take your hips up and back. Take a moment to bend those knees, invite the belly to come to the tops of the thighs. Feel how nice and long your spine is here, really feeling that space in the side body. And see if you can keep that space as you begin to straighten the legs and invite the heels down to the mat. You can shake out the head, no, and yes. And then invite each heel to slowly come down to the mat. It doesn't matter if it touches or not, just enjoying this beautiful stretch in the body. Releasing the control of what you think that the shape should look like, and just listening to what you need, what feels good in your body. Next, inhale, look forward at your hands, find a nice slight bend in those knees. And as you exhale, begin to crisscross your legs all the way up to the top of the mat. So taking as many little steps as you need, getting a beautiful stretch in your legs as you do so. And then we'll meet at the top of the mat in a forward fold. Bend those knees generously. Head, neck, and shoulders drip over the low body. Bring your palms to the mat. Give the option here if you would like to grab opposite elbow, finding ragdoll. Or just keep your hands down, sway side to side, shake your head out yes and no. Beautiful. Next breath in, find your flat back, either hands to the mat, shins, or your thighs. Rolling your shoulders back, feel your low belly pull in. Begin to straighten out through those legs without hyperextending the knees. Exhale and fold all the way back down. Press through those heels, bend those knees generously, come all the way up. Nice, beautiful, tall mountain. Big breath in. Exhale all the way down and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale it all the way up, tall mountain. Maybe looking up with the hands as you arrive, bringing the neck into it. And exhale all the way back down and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. This time, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Soften down onto your right knee. Peek down. Make sure your left knee is behind those toes. Pull your left hip back to meet the right. Inhale it up. Low lunge. Roll your shoulders back. Low belly, floating ribs, hugging in. Keep pulling your left hip back. Big breath in. Exhale, rain it down. Lift your right knee, right foot up to meet the left and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Left foot back, softening down to that left knee. Stack those joints, right hip holds back. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to melt a little bit deeper into that front leg, keeping the integrity of this posture. Big breath in. Exhale, release those arms. Left knee lifts, left foot up to meet the right. One more each side. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Right foot to the back of the mat. Soften down to that right knee. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, release. Right foot up to meet the left and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release. Left knee up, left foot up to meet the right and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, reach those arms up tall. Exhale, pull your hands down to your heart. Take a moment to pause. Feel your feet really firmly rooted to the ground beneath you. Pulling up through the front body, grounding through the back body. Inhale, lift those arms up nice and tall. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold. Plant those palms. Step your feet back to your plank pose. You have the option here to drop those knees, or you can keep the knees lifted, just stacking those joints just like we did in the tabletop posture. Claw into your fingers. Inhale, come forward on the toes. Shoulders drip over the fingertips. Again, always you can drop those knees. We're all going to lower down to the belly. Elbows stay hugging tight to the side body all the way down. Bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Roll your shoulders back, tuck the chin in slightly. Inhale for a cobra. Elbows stay hugged and tight. No compression in that low back. Exhale, release. Either press up to plank or tabletop. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot lifts, dropping that left heel towards the mat. Exhale, come forward into a plank, pulling that right knee up towards the chest. Step your right foot in between the hands. Inhale, come up, high lunge. Just like we did in the low lunge, we're stacking the joints. The right knee is in line with the ankle behind those toes, and we're pulling that right hip back to meet the left. Arms lift, we feel that low belly and the floating ribs hug in. Big breath in here. Exhale, release those hands down. Left foot to meet the right and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, tall mountain. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to take it down and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Take that left foot back. Low lunge, runner's lunge here. Left hand plants. Inhale, reach your right arm up for an easy twist. Exhale, right hand down. Right foot back to meet the left. Find your plank. Option to lower those knees. We will all find our vinyasa. Either lower halfway to your upward dog or belly to cobra. Up dog, only hands and tops of the feet are on the mat. Pull your heart forward, lift the chin. Core engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Taking it to the other side. Drop that right heel down. Inhale, lift that left foot up high. Exhale, bring the top of the body into plank as you pull your left knee in towards the nose, and then place your left foot in between the hands. Stacking the joints, and inhale, coming all the way up for your high lunge. If it's difficult for you to be in this high lunge, be sure that your legs are in 2 lanes of traffic, so you have a wider stance, so you can keep your balance a little bit more. Also, if this pinches your low back at all, feel free to bend your back knee. So everybody lift those arms as long as it feels good. Big breath in, exhale, drop those arms. Right foot up to meet the left and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, tall mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale, we fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Right foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Right hand plants that right wrist directly under that shoulder. Lift your left arm up, finding your easy twist. Looking up at that left hand if it's okay on the neck. You can also keep your gaze down at your right hand. Exhale, take it all the way back down. Step it back to your plank. Find that vinyasa or skip. Downward facing dog. We will find that sequence just one more time, and then we will get into those yin postures. So here we go, finding yourself in your downward facing dog. And bring at any point, you can come into child's posture or any other form that your body is calling you to, honoring and listening to your body. Drop that left heel down. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, pull that right knee in towards your chest. Step it in between your hands. Inhale for your high lunge. Exhale, taking it all the way back down. Left foot up to meet the right, and we fold. Inhale for the flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left foot back, find that runner's lunge, long spine, left hand plants. Inhale, find that twist. Exhale, right hand down, step it back to your plank. Vinyasa or skip. Downward facing dog. Final round. Anchor that right heel down as you arrive. Inhale, lift your left foot up high. Exhale, left foot in between the hands. Set yourself up. Find your foundation here. Inhale it up. Releasing the control to look exactly like me or to rush it. Just listen to your body. Exhale, release your hands. Right foot up to meet the left and fold. Inhale, flat. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lift, tall mountain. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release those hands. Right foot to the back of the mat for your runner's lunge. Right hand plants to the inside of your left foot. Inhale, left arm reaches up for that twist. Exhale, it lowers down. Final plank, final vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. As we arrive in our down dog, finding some stillness with some cleansing breaths. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, really make it count. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Everybody, let's go ahead and slowly begin to release those knees to the mat. Our first yin posture will be a child's form. So there's 2 ways that you can find your child's form. You can keep your legs zipped up tight with your arms behind you, bringing your forehead down to the mat. Or you can bring your big toes together, let your knees part, and walk your arms out long in front, inviting your heart and your head down to the mat. So taking a moment to find the best posture for your body. And as you arrive, just bring your awareness to the parts of your body that feel anchored to the mat, and see if you can begin to really surrender the body to the mat, to gravity. Yin is the feminine expression of yoga, And like I said in the beginning of the class, it's all about releasing, surrendering, and trying your best to not put any effort into the posture. So oftentimes we are really looking to actively stretch the body to go deeper into that posture. However, yin is asking us to allow our body to just surrender. Let gravity take hold. Let yourself find a deeper stretch by just letting go. You're getting much deeper into the connective tissue here. So as you're in this child's posture, just see how much you can just let go. Absolutely no effort. Just breathing and letting the body get heavier and heavier. Finding that sweet surrender. We'll be here for just a couple more moments. Begin to feel your hands on the mat, really claw into your fingerprints. And nice and slow, as you breathe in, begin to walk your hands up to the body. And gently swinging the legs out in front and coming into a cross-legged position with your right leg in front of the left or the right foot stacked on top of the left. It's up to you. Take a moment to take the fleshy part of your bum out to the side, finding a deeper sit bone connection. And then just very gently walk your arms over the legs, folding any amount. And again, once you arrive, seeing how much you can release the effort from the body. Can you just let your back body be heavy, the head drop, the shoulders round? And just like we did in the beginning of class where we scanned the body asking if there was any extra sticky parts, and we asked the body, what do you need? What are you holding on to? Perhaps meeting yourself there. Releasing the control, finding that surrender. What do you need? How can I support you? It's okay if your mind wanders. It's called being human. Again, just noticing, just like I asked in the beginning of class as well. Can you just let those thoughts and emotions just come and go, passing on through just like clouds. No need to label them as negative or positive. Just allowing them all to be in your experience. Feel your hands pressing onto your mat. Slowly walking yourself back up to a long spine. And very gently switching the legs. So now the left leg goes in front of the right or stacks on top of the right. Feel your long spine, let your shoulders roll back. And then again, walking those arms out any amount that feels good so that you can just release the effort, surrender to gravity, surrender to your mat, letting yourself be completely held in this moment. You may begin to notice as well that as you just let go, you're actually able to fold even deeper. So listening to your body, feeling your anchor points, the places that you're being held, perhaps even the flow of your breath. Maybe even bringing yourself back to an intention that you set, if you set it at the beginning of class. Press your palms back into the mat and walk your hands up towards the body. Very slowly scooting yourself more so to the middle of your mat so you can come down to lay flat on the back. Coming up to the final two yin postures. So we're just going to bring some length into the side bodies. So go ahead and take your feet over to the left side of the mat. Reach your arms overhead and then walk your wrists over to the left side of the mat as well. Doing your best to keep your hips and both shoulder blades on the mat. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, feel free to cross your right ankle over the left and even grab the right wrist. See if you can allow your whole back body to melt into the mat. Even if you are in these binds, can you still soften and release within those joints? Can you breathe space and surrender into your right side body? Very gently, if you're in the binds, begin to release and taking everything over to the right side of the mat. Finding that length now in the left side of the body and our final yin posture. It's okay if the side feels differently. Maybe you can't fold in towards one another as much as you were able to on the other side. That's okay. Listening to your body. Releasing the control of what you think it should be and just surrendering to what is. And gently releasing the bind if you're in one. And bringing your whole body back through to center. We'll find ourselves in our Shavasana to close out the practice. Take your legs as wide as feels good, as well as your arms. Roll your shoulders beneath the heart space and tuck the chin in slightly. Closing the eyes or softening the gaze. Just notice how much you can completely surrender into this moment as you allow your whole body to soak up your beautiful practice. Can you allow each toe to release tension and control? Can you invite that ease into the feet? Feeling the heaviness and the length of both legs. Into the hips and the glutes. And the length of the spine. Can you let each individual finger completely relax? And inviting that softness into the arms, the shoulders, the chest, and the neck. Can you relax your belly without worrying about what it looks like or what it's doing? Can you just let it be? Relax the mouth, the eyes, the jaw. Feel your whole body here. Completely safe, held, supported, and so loved. This is where we will end our practice today. Please feel free to stay in this posture for as long as you desire. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel so you can continue to enjoy all the free yoga classes, coaching, and therapy that is offered on this channel. Be sure to check out the show notes below so you can see the different ways that you can find me to connect and to work with me one-on-one or within the membership. So much love to all of you and many blessings. Namaste.